Am I live? Can you guys hear me? Maybe? Hello? Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today is part 2 of playing through Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now, let us get started, shall we? Last time we played, we were going through the tutorial. Yes, I did, right, Panda? Yes, I reached 400 subscribers at 12:33 this morning. 12:33 a.m., I should say. So, it was definitely a cool thing to reach that goal that I would wanted to get to for a very long time. So as we start, today's goal is trying to complete the Great Skyland, if you will. We need to get to the 3rd shrine, and then we also need to get the extra heart container, and then get the 4th shrine as well. And I believe that will be the last thing for the tutorial. Again, there's going to be a delay between what I'm saying and what you are texting in the comment section. So if I don't respond to a comment, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's just because there is, like I said, a slight delay. So, as I was saying, we should probably start getting some dispensers stuff. But yes, I'm usually not up that late, but because I was so close, I decided to stay up, and because I was at 399, right, and so I decided to stay up until I reached. It's not working. Are you sure? So you can't hear a thing? Man. I apologize. Let's do this, shall we? Okay. How about now? Can you hear it now? Can you hear it now, right, Panda? Is it going through? Awesome. And then how is my audio, like me talking, is it better than last time? Because I tried really hard to fix that, because I know last time it kind of sounded different and it sounded bad. And so I was just hoping that I could fix the problem from last time. This time I was able to connect my mic and such. Yes. Yeah, that's good that the sound quality is better. I know that the video quality is not going to be always great, because I know that my Wi-Fi is usually spotty where I am. And that's just an unfortunate reality. I'm trying to fix it, but sometimes that is something that I'll have to try to fix later in the future. Maybe over Christmas break or something. Okay, so the next part I need to get to is I need to get to this pen marker. So I think, from my understanding, we have to get mine carts, and we have to go to this island and then go across from there. It's from my understanding. Or I guess we could just... Oh, we don't have a send yet, don't we? Okay, yeah, let's do that. This was like one of the first parts in the trailer, actually. One of the first trailers. So doing this for the first time was definitely a really cool thing to experience. This should be fine. I know that the fan is not completely on correct. But I'm sure that should be fine. I'm sure that should be okay, hopefully. Yeah, on my separate account, this account is the account I use for streaming and everything. But I have a separate account that I use just for myself and for leisure. And I'm starting to 100% the game. Yesterday, I completed the entire depths. And I was able to get every single light route. And now I'm just going through and trying to get every shrine. And I believe I'm at 136. So I'm getting there. I still have a lot of work to do. Because I'm pretty sure there is about 150-ish shrines to get through. So I'm still a long ways away from finishing. And then I also have, you have to complete every single mission, every single Korok seed, all of that. So I still got quite a lot of game left to do. Maybe once I get closer to reaching the 100%, then I will do a live stream of that instead. Take a break from this account and go over to my other one. And I think that would be very interesting. Yes, that's cool that you're trying to complete it. I never did complete Breath of the Wild. I completed every shrine and I did all the main completion, but the only town that I completely finished was Kuriko Village, and that took me a long time. And then, like I said, I completed all the shrines, but that also took a very long time. And so, it takes a very long time. Yes, sir. Yes, you are. It's a great game. Truly. I know I kept saying that last time in my stream. But truly, it really is. It's just, I think that it should have won Game of the Year. I'm still pretty frustrated that Baldur's Gate. I'm sure it's a fine game. And I'm sure Baldur's Gate deserves to win. It's just, oh no. I'm sure Baldur's Gate deserved to win. I'm sure it was a great game. I'm just frustrated. Just because Tears of the Kingdom was such a complete game. And I don't think there's going to be a Legend of Zelda game quite like it for quite some time. And so this was kind of Nintendo's chance to win Game of the Year for quite a while. Because unless Nintendo releases a game on the Switch 2, maybe coming out next year, I don't really see another game that Nintendo can really contend with for Game of the Year. So, and so I'm frustrated because it's gonna probably be a long time before Nintendo sees a Game of the Year. I think what really frustrated me was how Baldur's Gate 3 won every single category. I think that was, I don't know. I'm not saying it's biased. I'm just saying that it's biased. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that. I don't know. I'm pretty bummed. If this works, first try. Please. Come on, baby. Let's go. This should not have worked. Man, that should not have worked. But I'm happy it did. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. So that's just kind of my thoughts. Hey Katie, how's it going? Thanks for coming on the stream. I appreciate it. The objective at the moment is that I'm trying to get to the third shrine to get inside the Temple of Time. I think that Tears of the Kingdom, looking back, I don't think it did have the best score. I think that Tears of the Kingdom has highlights. Yeah. I can add my friend code later too. But I think that Tears of the Kingdom had very good moments when it came to their score and their music. But I don't think that we did actually have the best orchid like music, which makes me kind of frustrated because I think that we should have. I don't know. And I also think that what am I supposed to do here? What was the point of this? What? Guys, was this a waste of my time? Oh no. Oh no. Guys, don't worry. I have an idea. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is that we're going to climb up this very, 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 very tall train. And hopefully we are able to get over using Ultra Hand. Maybe this is what the development team wanted you to do. Maybe not, but when it comes to Game of the Year, I guess I've heard very, very, very good things about Baldur's Gate. So I don't want to. I feel like you need to give credit where credit's due. I think that if Baldur's Gate truly did deserve to win, then yeah, sure. But if there is bias, if people are biased and everything, I think that there needs to be questioning and who's getting to decide. And another thing, Tears of the Kingdom was rated most anticipated game of the year. We won that back in, I'm not sure when we won, but it was before, it was most anticipated. I don't have a glider, but Tears of the Kingdom was rated most anticipated game of the year. So I don't know why at the Game Awards we didn't win the most anticipated game of the year. I've never even, before Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I've never even heard of Baldur's Gate 3. I've never even heard, like the most I've heard about it was at the Game Awards. So I don't know. But to be fair, I am a Nintendo fan. So like I don't have a PlayStation, and I don't really play on Xbox. So I don't know why I would hear about Baldur's Gate 3. No, yeah. No, you're all good. You should finish finish that. But I don't know. I think that Baldur's Gate 3, it was fine. Like I'm just frustrated also for the developers who put a lot of effort into making that game and kind of expecting that they were gonna win Game of the Year. And when they didn't, I don't know. It's just kind of. I just think that we need to look at the judges, and I think there should be more fan-based voting too, because I think the fans are what makes a game successful, right? Like if the fans in the community, if they accept it and bring it in well, then a game is going to do well also. So I think that they should factor in more of fan engagement. And I know there was times where they did ask for voting and everything, but I don't think there was enough. It was also just boring. I really did not enjoy the Game Awards because, like I said, maybe it's just because I'm a Nintendo fan, right? Maybe it's because I'm not really part of sorry. Maybe I'm not part of Sony's and Microsoft, Xbox, PlayStation. I'm not part of that gaming community. So maybe that's why. But I'm just saying that I just didn't enjoy it. There was a lot of games that I didn't find that like I would watch. Or that I would play. There are just games that I would be like, man, I really want to go buy that game. Like it's so cool. I never thought that. Maybe once or twice. And I feel like all the games that are releasing and coming out, they're really just the same games in different wrapping. And so that's why I think that, I I think that there needs to be more people coming out making different types of games, just because I think they're all the same for the most part. But again, that's just me. That's my opinion. But I also know that a lot of people share my opinion. Now, however, Nintendo's absence at the Game Awards is actually very encouraging if you are a Nintendo fan, because of this. By them not releasing any games, that probably means that they're waiting to release games after they announce the new console that will most likely come out next year. Now, I would be very excited for that. I think that a next console is very, very needed. You see, PlayStation right now is so far advanced than Nintendo right now that Nintendo is barely keeping up. And you also see that Nintendo right now, they don't really have any games that are keeping them afloat. I mean, they have Legend of Zelda, right? But that, I don't know. I think that Nintendo really needs to come out with some good games for the next console. I think that they need to maybe open up with a partnership with PlayStation and Xbox. I know that Nintendo is known for really staying away from allowing other consoles to have a game. Like, Nintendo's known for exclusivity, right? Like, you're never going to play a Mario game on the PlayStation, and you're never going to play a mainstream PlayStation game on the Switch. It's just, that's not going to happen. And so I think really for Nintendo to compete, they might have to open up. Which, if you like it or not, that's sometimes what you have to do. And I'm just kind of worried that the next console isn't going to be good enough for new people to come on. Like, to switch over to play. Because, like, if I was a new gamer, right, why would... Like, if I was going to play either Xbox or PlayStation or Switch, and I look how powerful the PlayStation is, why would I want to go buy a Switch when I could go play more powerful and better games on the PlayStation? So I really think the next console has to be something huge. Just like how in 2017, the Switch, when the Switch released, it was massive. Because that was the first time anyone has ever done anything like that before. And now you have all these things like Steam Deck and all these companies who are doing the same thing now. And that was... Oh, I probably should get that. Nah, that's fine. And now you have all these companies making stuff like the Switch. And you gotta remember, in 2012, when the Wii U released, the Wii U did awful. The Wii U did not do very well at all, because everyone was expecting another Wii. And I think that let me say this. I will say this. The Switch saved Nintendo. If the Switch wasn't as successful than it was, I would question if Nintendo would even be more prevalent than it is today. Just because the Switch revitalized developers to come to Nintendo, right? The Wii U has some of the worst selling games. It's the worst selling Nintendo console. It's just, I found the Switch awesome. Wii U. I love the Wii U, and I think that I have a lot of memories from the Wii U. However, a lot of people don't, just because I don't think it sold more than a couple million units, which is really a problem for a new console. And so, since the Switch was so revolutionary, that's what brought over PlayStation, Xbox fans. So I think that the next console from Nintendo has to be to that caliber. It has to be something that changes. What can Nintendo bring that's new and fresh to the table that PlayStation and Xbox hasn't done yet? And that's just something that I'm very intrigued to see. I know that Nintendo made a patent maybe like a month ago for a DS looking type of Switch where it has two detachable screens. Maybe that's what they're gonna do. Maybe that they're gonna make the screen bigger, better battery. I know that's what a lot of people were complaining about with the battery. So I think that there's a lot of stuff that Nintendo could do that I think they need to do in order to stay ahead of the game and stay ahead of the curve when it comes to competing. I think that when the PlayStation came out originally, the PlayStation 1, it sparked. I will say this. Sorry, I will say this. Nintendo, when they moved the Famicom and remade it to the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, back in 1985, that revitalized the video games in America. Because you gotta remember, video games before Nintendo came to America, back in the day, video games were not good, and no developers were interested in it, and that was almost a flopping industry. Then when Nintendo came to America, that really changed everything. But it was the PlayStation that really started making more advanced games and really pushing technology to its finest. And so, the fact that the PlayStation is beating Nintendo kind of at the early game. But the PlayStation has always been, it's always going to be better, like Unreal Engine graphics. Like, I don't think. I will say this. The Switch, the purpose of it is not to run insanely beautiful, like, realistic games. It's not meant to run Unreal Engine. It's meant to run family games. That is what Nintendo has purposely made their games to be. It's a family console, right? That's why you have detachable Joy-Cons to make it multiplayer. So then, what is going on? So then multiple people can play at once, right? They have Mario Kart, you have Mario Bros, you have Smash Bros, you have all these games that are meant to bring people together, which in turn makes the games to be less quality. Which I know that's not always true, but sometimes that can be. And so I would just say that that's why PlayStation and Xbox is able to put so much effort into the graphics and stuff, is because a lot of the games are single player, and single player games tend to have better graphics. But where's my water? But also, you have to think about, like looking at all the games that were released the other day at the Game Awards. A lot of them were Unreal Engine games, and games that I'm questioning if they could be run on the Switch, and maybe that's something that maybe these games will be released on the new Switch too. Just because if you noticed at the Game Awards, when they announced the game, they would give all these consoles like PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, all these different things, but Switch was nowhere. Switch was not mentioned. And so that's what I'm thinking, is they're trying to wait to announce anything for the new Switch, and then later announce them that they're going to be coming to Switch 2, because they can handle it on a Switch 2. A lot of the games that they're making would not be able to run on a Switch. I know when Tears of the Kingdom was coming out back in May, people were questioning, is this going to be too big of a game for the Switch to handle? Just because I know the Switch, I know that Tears of the Kingdom is a massive game. How everything works with all these ability, with Ascend, with Fuse, with Ultra Hand, all that is some advanced stuff. That is some advanced technology. And I know when it was coming out, people were afraid with the new addition of the normal map. So the normal map, you got the Skylands, and then you got the depths. People were really worried that the game was going to be choppy, that the game was not going to be fluid, and all that stuff. And I think for what it is, for what it's worth, I think that it does run pretty stinking well for how big of a map it is. And I'm pretty impressed. Now that's the thing. Are games like Tears of the Kingdom going to be brought over to the new Switch? Are people going to... Is Nintendo... Let me rephrase that. If a game is brought over to the Switch too, and have better graphics, do you think Nintendo will make you pay like a $5 fee to upgrade the graphics? that's just something that I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe, yeah, you can play Tears of the Kingdom on the new Switch, but you have to pay a $2 fee, and that is something that I'm willing to do, something that I'm willing to pay, just because I want to see Tears of the Kingdom run in 4K. I want to see Tears of the Kingdom run 60 FPS like it's meant to be run. Now is that something that's actually gonna happen? Maybe. I know that Nintendo has released that they're going to be continuing the Nintendo accounts, that you're going to be able to bring over your Nintendo account from the Switch and bring it over to that new one. So does that mean that they're going to also bring over Nintendo Online? I know that a lot of people enjoy the Nintendo Online stuff. I enjoy playing the Nintendo 64 games like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Mario 64. So I don't know. I don't understand why Nintendo would just get rid of everything. And I think that would be very foolish of them. So if they're bringing in all of these games over, why wouldn't they bring every other game over as well? But that has to be the question of dual compatibility, right? Will I be able to play old Switch games on my new Switch? And that's something that I know I've been discussing for some time now. But that's just something that a lot of people are wondering, and I'm wondering personally as well. Here we go. Oh, nice. I see you've restored some power to that new arm of yours. The door in the Temple of Time should now be open for you. I mean, look at that cup. Look how beautiful this looks. Let's eat food. Look how beautiful this game looks, guys. The coloring is just so pretty. This is Game of the Year, everybody. This should have been the Game of the Year, but my friends, it was not. And I'm very frustrated that Tears of the Kingdom did not win Game of the Year. I know. I think that some people need to reevaluate the Game of the Year stuff. But again, that's just me. But this would have been helpful. A bit ago. I would say that going back to Tears of the Kingdom, I would say that I really did enjoy. I did enjoy how they relayed the story. I loved the not memories, but the Dragon Tears. I think that there will be spoilers, not complete spoilers, but I will be talking about parts of the game. I think that the way, like, of the Dragon Tears and all the memories, I think that was a really cool way of showing the past, but then also showing what's happening in the future, present time, just because there is so much going on in each timeline, in the past and the present, and I think Nintendo did a good job of balancing each side. And now, before I go down to the Temple of Time, I'm going to be getting some more capsules, because once we get later in the game, I will definitely be needing these, especially once we are going down to the chasm, going down to the depths, just because walking around the depths can get very boring, and it's not very quick. Is there anything else we need? What's up there? Do you think I'll be able to reach to the other side of... Oh. But when it comes to I guess let's look back in 2017 Game of the Year awards, right? The Game Awards. Breath of the Wild won in 2017, but who was its competition? And that is something that, like, I genuinely do not know. Like, that's not me trying to put my opinion on you. I just don't know who's competition was. Because I think that Breath of the Wild was so revolutionary. Breath of the Wild was so new. It was a new form of open world, a new form of a gameplay, and it really changed how developers put their games, and it really changed. No! 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 Oh, that was so anticlimactic. But like I was saying, it really changed how games were made, in their storytelling, in their gameplay, and the mechanics, and the development stages. Everything about Breath of the Wild changed. Changed the, like, games, and so now you gotta look at, okay, did Tears of the Kingdom did that? I would say yes. I would say Tears of the Kingdom 100% changed how people play games, how games should be played, how games are developed, and everything like that. Now, I will say this though. It took them. It took Nintendo to make 6.5 years to make this game about. That's too long. I think that's way too long for a mainstream Zelda game to be made. I think that a Zelda game should be every 2-3 years. And I know that that's a lot on the developers, but to be fair, a lot of other companies are releasing high quality games every 2 years, every year, maybe 3 years, every 4, maybe 4 at most. And I think that I don't know. I think that I am okay with Tears of the Kingdom taking so long to be made because it was an amazing game. But I think for the future and how things are going to happen, I don't want a new Zelda. I don't want a new Tears of the Kingdom game every 7 years. I want a new Tears of the Kingdom game, every Legend of Zelda game every 3 years. But I don't know. That's just my rant. That's just me. That's just my. That's just what I'm. My opinion, I guess. But man, the first time I played this, when I saw Zelda, I was like, "What the heck? How is she here?" Not understanding what was going on, and then also seeing, this is what happened. This was in the trailer. This is what the trailer was of Link reaching out, and I remember a lot of people thought that was going to be Hylia. Like, we thought that Hylia was going to come back into her original form, and come out of Zelda, the remnants of her, and come out of Zelda, and Hylia comes back to team up with Link to beat Demise. Like, that's what a lot of people thought that this game was going to be. I think that if they release a game every 2 years, I would say this. It depends. I would say that if they release a game every 2 years, then I think the game quality, that's a good point, that the game quality might be worse. Because Tears of the Kingdom is a massive game. Tears of the Kingdom is such a big game, so I understand why it took it so long to be made. But at the same time, not every single Zelda game is going to be this big. Not every single time it's going to be. There's going to have 3 levels of a map. Right, there's not going to be an underground, a mid-level, a sky level. You have all the challenges, all the shrines, all this stuff, right? And then all the story to make. Not every single Zelda game is going to be that big. Do I think it's going to, after a while, they probably couldn't do anything new? No, absolutely not. It is the developers, it's the story team's job to make new content, right? And so I think that if they have new ideas and new stuff, and I don't think they will ever get washed out. Recall. The ability to reverse the moment of an object through time. And Zelda has vanished as well. What you just saw. It's a mystery even to me. Perhaps it was sort of echo. One that reflects her sheer will. You've now been given the ability. No doubt, it will prove important. Let me do this real quick. I think that all the abilities. Oh no! Okay, that was really close. Learning how to use recall ability for the very first time was very difficult for me. Just because I was thinking instead of recall, I was thinking of the other ability. What was it called? The other time stopping ability in the Breath of the Wild. I forgot what the rune was called. And so, like, the mechanics of it is similar, but it's kind of different. And so, kind of learning how to differentiate between that was kind of hard sometimes. The goddess statue smiles upon you. All right, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, let us open this door. Here we go. And let's go. You can do it, Link. You can do it. I'm disappointed. This door stands a test of your own overall vitality. You remain in a weakened state. You're not yet strong enough to open it. But there is one more shrine on this island. There, you can get another blessing. If you add that to the other blessings you received at shrines and offer them all to the goddess, you might just find your way, after all. Let me see the Puripad. Your Puripad lets you travel to certain places instantly. Now, see all the blue marks on your map? You can travel instantly to any of them. I'd suggest the one at the bottom of your map. Use the travel function to reach that area quickly. You'll find the last of this island's shrines around there somewhere. Well, thank you, Raru. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we got healed. Perfect. We'll go back to the Room of Awakening because there is an easy exit port from there. And I will be able to use a sin to get out of there. And quickly get to the shrine that I need to get to. I think that the abilities in Tears of the Kingdom are much more freeing and a much more game-changing way than in Breath of the Wild. I know that in Breath of the Wild there is such a huge mechanic. Oh no! No! Guys. I don't know, I think that in Breath of the Wild, yes, the runes were important. But I would also say, I would note that Ultra Hand is what is guiding this entire game, right? Ultra Hand is what really... What am I doing? Ultra Hand is really what brings this game to what it is. Because without it, you can't make things together. You can't, make cars. You can't, do all this stuff without it. What is that noise? And so that's why I think that the abilities in Tears of the Kingdom are much more effective and much more necessary, especially to the game and to the plot. The Nakawawa Shrine. And so I think that I will say that Tears of the Kingdom is very, it changes the way people play games. It really makes you think about everything. Like the fact that you can solve a shrine, infinite ways of doing it, that's what's really cool to me, is that if I could do a shrine one way and you could do a shrine a different way, and that's totally acceptable. Nintendo is not forcing you to do it whatever way they want you to do it. That's kind of what Breath of the Wild was like. All their shrines was a very specific way, and I think that's fine. Like, there's nothing like completely wrong with that, right? Some games are going to be more linear than others, but I think that it frees the player. It frees the user to use their imagination, and that's what this is. This game is full of people using their imaginations and making new things. That's what, if you look on the internet and you search up Tears of the Kingdom creations, you will see what the internet has come up with all their, there's a lot of weird stuff, but there's also a lot of really cool things that people have made, that in Breath of the Wild that's just not possible because you don't have the Ultra Hand ability. What? Oh. Yep, exactly, Red Panda. And that's really, I really think why Tears of the Kingdom should have been Game of the Year is because it drives so much creativity and all this. And so that's what just frustrates me is that, you got Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm sure it's a fine game. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with Baldur's Gate 3. I'm just saying, I feel like they missed out on the opportunity to show how revolutionary Tears of the Kingdom was, just like how revolutionary Breath of the Wild was. That's what frustrates me. It's just, I didn't even get the recognition. The only thing that we got, which, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but we got Best Action Adventure Game, which, yeah, I would 100% take that. But at the same time, I think I had more potential than just that one award. Yeah. Oh, we do not have any crystallized charges. Oh, that's a problem. Return when you have collected a sufficient amount. Okay, I guess so. I suppose. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost ready to go back to the Temple of Time. And go down and get out of this tutorial that we have been in for the past couple hours. This has been one of the longest tutorials of any game that I've played. Man. Let's just take this in. Take this in, my guys. Look how amazing this looks. And this is something that Baldur's Gate fans will never really truly understand, is how beautiful this is. And I know that I can't really talk because I never played Baldur's Gate. I understand that. I'm just saying that, I don't know, I feel like there should be a category for best visuals, I think. I think that best visuals should be a category because people work so hard on them. But I don't know. I think that's something that maybe a new category can be made in the future, right? I think that's something that, and best visuals is very hard to determine also, just because if you have games like that use Unreal Engine to make it look most realistic as possible, yeah, those games are going to be insanely beautiful. But then you also have games like Tears of the Kingdom who, yeah, it's meant to be a cartoon, it's meant to look fake, but also you have colors like this that just look so beautiful and that just look so amazing. And I know sometimes it can be blurry on your side of the screen to see truly how beautiful that is. But it really is just stunning how beautiful this game is. So I do think that they should make a separate category for visuals. And maybe there is one, and I don't know, I just don't know what that is. But then I think that I should not have done that. I think that personally, I don't know why Mario Wonder got suggested to be Game of the Year. I don't think that Mario Wonder, as good as a game it is, I don't think it was to the caliber of everything else there. Like all the other Game of the Year options. Let's list them: Baldur's Gate 3, Alan Wake 2, Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2. All of those incredible games. And then you have Mario Wonder. Do you think Mario Wonder actually had any shot of winning Game of the Year? No, they didn't. And so I think they're taking it. Maybe Starfield. I know there's some stuff with Starfield, and it's a very glitchy game. But I do think that Mario Wonder took up Starfield's spot to be even the nomination. And I know that they probably wasn't gonna win. However, I think that Mario Wonder definitely was not. It should not have been where it was. I think that it should win the best family game of the year. Sure. But Heart Container, a rare item that restores some of the life force you lost to the gloom, increasing your maximum heart by the number of 1. Perfect. Here we go, guys. Take 2. Here we go, Link. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Here we go. What? What? Let's retry that, shall we? I'm not quite sure what happened here. Here we go. Take 2. I guess this is more like take 3. Take 3. There we go. This was also in the trailer. And the second trailer, I believe, was him opening the door. And I remember watching it for the first time at school. I feel like I watched a lot of the trailers at school, right? And I remember how beautiful it was opening that door. It was just incredible. Do you think his hand glows when Raru's around? Is that why?
Good. I see you have managed to open the door.
I have. Thank you.
You haven't fully recovered yet, but that is to be expected. You were almost beyond saving. By visiting the shrines and receiving their blessings, you have mitigated some of the corruption's effects.
Man.
Though our time together has been brief,
Hey,
I am so happy
you're a real
that
one, Maru.
we finally met.
Man, his theme is so good.
You are exactly as Zelda said.
How does he know Zelda? What? Man, Raru's
Done
theme is
everything I
so
can.
incredible.
Now it is up to you.
Now your spirit can rest. Incredible. And that theme, man, that theme song gets me every time. It's just so good. And now we must cross the bridge in the sky to get to the next location. We are almost done with the tutorial that we've been doing for quite some time now. Oh! I forgot that there was a ledge there, or like a platform, so I definitely thought I just jumped off their edge. And then seeing this part for the first time was so cool. That's what I like. I think that the cutscenes in this game are phenomenal. I like how it's like real time action. It's real time cutscenes, because like in Breath of the Wild, all the how you got more lore and more story was through memories, and everything was from the past. Tears of the Kingdom. Dude. Okay, segue. Fi is one of the coolest characters, I think. I know that there's a lot of... I know that a lot of people don't like her, but... I want Fi to make an appearance. I was half expecting Fi to make an appearance in Tears of the Kingdom, not going to lie. I thought that since I thought Demise was going to come back. And so I thought that Fi was coming back. I thought that Fi, Demise, Girahim, I thought all those characters were coming back. And I was pumped. I was so pumped to see those characters in like 3D. Yeah, and seeing Zelda, because we didn't know where she went. We didn't know what was going on. So seeing Zelda for the first time too, after seeing her disappear was incredible. I'm just wondering, like with the sword and everything, seeing the sword go back in time, it was just so cool. Man. Yep, and this was part of the trailer. This part right here is part of the third trailer. And man, just knowing that Zelda is just like right there, this 10,000 years. I remember starting the game for the first time. I saw that dragon and I went, "What in the world? Where was that dragon in Breath of the Wild? Like, where'd it go?" And now we know, don't we? The clouds go away, and now we can go down to the surface and actually start the game.
Link. Link. You must find me.
Let's go. Let's go, shall we? To the Kingdom of Hyrule. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready? Are you ready to do this? In 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna do what the trailer did. Shall we? And we have made it to the surface 3.5 hours later. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Kingdom of Hyrule. So cool. Alright. I feel like first things first, we need to get to the main spot that they pointed us to. We do not have the glider yet. Keep that in mind. The glider is something that we do not have, unfortunately. That is something that we will not have for quite some time. Not until we reach the first kind of town that we get to. So buckle in still. We got some time left. I'm not the most creative person in this game. I'm a pretty standard builder. I just don't have the most creative mind. I've tried so hard to make all these cool stuff, and I just have never seemed to be able to. I very much stick to the normal abilities. That. Not abilities, but like I usually use what's the one that goes right here called? I forgot. Not important. What is important is that we get to the location that we need to. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's okay. Maybe. Maybe not. Goodness. Goodness gracious. There we go. Much better. Much better. Come on. There we go. And then, I think we all know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out a couple fans. Just to make this travel much quicker. Because last time I walked. And walking... Oh. We don't have the map yet. I remember in the first trailer, when they released that you can make things and like do cars and everything. That was so cool to see. No! I am so sorry, bird. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to bring you harm. But here we are. That is what happened. Hey guys. Oh. Wait. Wait. That did absolutely nothing. Let's go! Guys, that was such a beautiful parry. That might be one of the best parries I've ever had in my entire life. Granted, this game only came out 6 months ago. However, it was still beautiful in every way. That did blow up my car, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Whoops. Alright. We'll get this chest real quick just to get the contents inside of it. Just because I need every single penny I can get. Especially because everything is worth less in this game. Was this a marker in Breath of the Wild? I don't want to make things up, but I feel like this is in Breath of the Wild. Maybe I'm wrong though. I should probably be doing some fusing now that we got some fusing abilities to make that stuff stronger. That's about to break. Thick stick. We will get some. We will put some amber. I feel like amber would be a very good thing to put on the thick stick. Because we need to make the strongest weapons as we can. Because at the moment, we do not have the best quality of stuff. No, you're good. What game did he say you were playing? I kind of forgot. But you're all good. I'll be here. Chilling, playing some Tears of the Kingdom. Spirit Tracks, you said? I never played Spirit Tracks, but I know that the overworld music is beautiful. Maybe top 10 Legend of Zelda songs of all time, I think. But that's just me. Me personally. It's my opinion. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to mark we're going to mark that shrine. But first, we are going to go to the town. Song is fire. You can't stand the puzzles. Okay. Okay, good to know. I mean, it is on a DS, right? So a DS is not the most powerful console of all time, so I don't think it can be really that good of a game. Did he just... Yeah, I don't think touchscreen controls were really back then were that settled and really figured out. Yeah, I can understand that. Because touchscreen was still such a new concept at that point, right? And so, and to put on a DS, like one of the most weakest consoles Nintendo's ever made, I can see that. Yeah, I can understand why it would be a bad game. But yes, the music I think is very, very, very good. But yes, I should probably make some food. Also, because I do not want to go into a battle with no protection. I will put that in here. It's not lit. Guys, I've played this game before. I know what I'm doing. Of course. Of course I know what I'm doing. Why wouldn't I? Again, I also apologize if the screen can be blurry at points. I tried very hard to not make it that way. But that is not what happened, and it is. So I apologize for that. But what are you going to do about it? I can't do anything about it at the moment. So that'll be something, a future project that I will be working on for sure. There we go. We need some good meat. I mean, we need some good food that we can have for later. Anyway. We will go in this well, because I know that this well, later in the game, this will be very important to find. And be very important to get. So I will get that as well. Before we get to the main spot, just because I know that in the end game, this is very crucial to our game. And I'm not sure. I don't remember what is in this. Maybe it's just some like good old sapphire and different things. But like I said earlier, this game, they made every single gemstone except diamond, I believe. They made it much more, like, it's like 20 gems for like a ruby, right? Like, it's some insanely low pricing.
Yeah.
Oh, the fish are dead and cooked. I just killed an entire family of fish for my disposal. Because I need food, and without food, I will die. So, what are you going to do about it? Family of fish? Nothing. Sorry. Okay. Oh, wow. On to the town we go. Once I have enough stamina. Why is this so blurry? Strange. I think partially it's a video capture card that I have. It's not like the greatest capture card, and so it can kind of be glitchy and as kind of, and it's not dependent. It's not dependable because obviously the screen is, you guys can barely see what's happening because it's very fizzy. So I apologize. Could it be him? Link? It's you! You're back! Where have you been? Last anyone saw either of you or Princess Zelda was when you went to investigate the gloom. And the castle rose into the sky. Everyone's been so worried about what happened to both of you. Pyrrha has nearly worn herself out trying to figure out where you two went. Pyrrha is working in that large building over there. Please report to her right away. She will want to know where you are. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be buying some arrows. With money that I do not have. I only have enough for one bundle. Because we're at the very beginning of the game. But can we sell stuff? Can we sell things? Maybe, possibly, yes, no. I will be selling. Okay, ruby is not, ruby is not worth 20 rubies, but it used to be about like 350 back in Breath of the Wild. I will admit. And that is something that I don't know why they made that so, like, I don't know why they lowered the pricing. I don't know, I find that very frustrating. Because this is your main source of income, so to get rid of it is not great. But that's fine. We will deal with it. So to get clothing. Or should we get more arrows? We're gonna get more arrows for now. Okay, now that we got kind of what we wanted, we will be going to see Pyrrha. Because in order to advance the plot of the game, we will need to be doing that. And tell her that we are all okay. Should probably go around. Doc looks busy, huh?
What?
The hair, those eyes, duh! Duh! Doc Pyrrha, the swordsman has returned. And here we go. The thing with Pyrrha begins.
Okay.
It's cute. It's
Now,
weird to
where
see
have you
Pyrrha
been?
so much grown up. Just because she used to be a
Linky,
wee little
you're
child
not a ghost, are you?
back in Breath of the Wild. And now she's all grown up into
Hey.
what she is now.
That looks interesting. Phew. One step at a time. What exactly happened?
What exactly happened? Pyrrha, head of Lookout Landing. Alright. Are you guys ready for a very long talk with her? Oh.
So when you and Princess Zelda go beneath Hyrule Castle,
Yes.
you discover a mysterious mummy
Yes.
which suddenly reanimates.
Yes.
Then Zelda falls into a fissure and vanishes.
That would be correct. Yes.
That must have been when the castle rose and the ruins fell.
Yes, I believe so. I believe that is what happened. Yes.
Then, later, you wake up on a sky island,
Yes.
saved by the arm that was stuck to the mummy.
That is true. That is actually what happened. I was there.
Get the Purapad from an unusual creature,
Which is true.
and learn that your new arm belonged to someone named Rauru.
That is true. That is also correct.
The Master Sword disappears.
Yes. You know, this is a very good Spark
You hear
Notes.
the princess's
This is a
voice.
very good Spark Notes
Find your
version
way.
of the plot. This is a very good summary. Just in case you weren't paying attention to what was happening for the past 4 hours of the game. I don't remember them doing that when I first played this. So that's very cool.
What?
Then, are you saying you came from up there? This Rauru you met. I think that's what the first king of Hyrule was named. Are they the one and the same? So much of this doesn't make any sense yet. But I'm certain that mummy you found under the castle must be related to the upheaval. The castle rising, the ruins falling down from the sky. The mummy must be connected to it somehow. And then there's the most important detail of all. You are sure that you heard the princess speak to you, and she gave you a clear message to find her? If that truly was the princess, then that means she's alive. Maybe she's trapped beneath the castle and needs help. That settles it. I knew you only just returned, Link. But I need you to meet with the research party. The search party up by Hyrule Castle. They've been searching tirelessly for you two. The captain in charge of the search is named Hawes. Work with him to find the princess as quickly as you can. I know that Mummy may still be lurking somewhere around there, which is concerning to say the least, but we have more immediate problems to deal with right now. I'm counting on you, Linky. Linky. Wow. Wow. Okay. I think that the way that they relay the information is very cool, and it's very different than Breath of the Wild, which I really appreciate. Yeah, so I say we go directly there, do exactly what she just said, and let's go to the team at Hyrule Castle. Hyrule Castle looks amazing. It looks phenomenal. Why is this so blurry? Let me try to fix the blurriness, shall we? It should not be that blurry on my screen and on your screen. So there must be something going on. That did not help. Alrighty. We are going to be doing this shrine first. Because we need to get that marker, that place marker. So then we can quickly transport over here when we need to. I think it's cool that you get to see the kingdom trying to rebuild and reinstate itself after the calamity. I think it's very cool to see how they decided to go after the calamity. And I know that at the end of the Breath of the Wild, we know that Zelda was trying to rebuild the kingdom and kind of start the throne. Because after the calamity, the throne was at a halt. Because Calamity Ganon was in charge of ruling the land for the longest time. At this combat training, hopefully I do not die like the last time I was in a combat training. So hopefully, this shrine purifies the ancient evil. You who have entered here, heed my instruction. Use the side hop Excuse me. Use a side hop to avoid enemy attacks. Okay. Okay, dokie. That was not a side hop, was it? And now we're doing a flurry rush, and we are going to win this battle. Do a backflip to avoid enemy attacks and create an opening to strike back. Okay. I believe I can do that. That was... I don't think I deserved that flurry rush. That was very late. That was a very late jump. But okay. I'll take it. Pairing a perfect guard is not always my strongest suit in this game. But we got a first try. Because we're cool. Right? Maybe. I'm not sure. Does saying that I'm cool make me not cool? I think so. Hey, good work. Good work. That was, Your mastery of these techniques have earned you access. Proceed within. Bow. I think that what combat trainings were in Breath of the Wild, it was like that mastery text of like minor, major, and medium tests of strength. I think I prefer the test of strength more than the combat trainings here. Just because I don't find the purpose. But again, I'm a very well seasoned Zelda player, so I will say that I kind of do already know what I'm doing. So that's a fair thing. So I guess to a person who has never played Breath of the Wild before, they would need the combat training, which is fair. That is fair enough. But I think they should have made it optional. I think optional would have been nice, just because I don't think I need it. Maybe I feel like that's gonna come back and haunt me. Like I feel like that's I feel like I'm gonna die really soon, and then you guys are gonna be making fun of me because of what I just said. But Link, is that really you? When did you get out from the castle? I'm so ashamed. I've been on watch duty here this whole time and I didn't see you at all. I've really got to get serious about my training. Captain Hawes doesn't know that you're back, does he, Link? You should report to him right away. He's at the gate tower at the top of the hill, past the lower gates. I'm sure the captain will be just surprised to see you as I was. Dude, the music here is so good. The music here is phenomenal. I find it interesting that they wouldn't try to fix these. Like, you think that they would fix them for Breath of the Wild, but I don't know. Huh? Who's there? The music is so phenomenal in this game. I think Hyrule Castle is one of my favorites. Probably top 4 songs in Tears of the Kingdom, I believe. Just because of how beautiful and mysterious and weird it is. Link, no, it can't be him. I can't allow anyone past here. This area is restricted only to those involved in the search for Zelda. This is by direct order of Captain Hawes. If you insist on passing, you'll need permission from the captain. He should be in the first gatehouse up at the end of this road. I might as well try. I mean, might as well. Fine. We'll do it the way you want us to do it. There's... No, it's okay. I was gonna try to build like a vehicle maybe to make this a little faster, just because it does take some time to get up here. Do you think I can find a way to... Do you think there's a way to like clip through the wall? Maybe, maybe not. Wait, can we go in here? Okay. Oh, new shield. Traveler shield. A sturdy shield loved by many an adventurer. It is made of animal hide and sturdy wood, and is best suited to defending against weak monsters or animals. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So they said that Captain Hawes should be somewhere by here, right? You know that they set up camp in here, so you would think that Hawes would be somewhere. I think that it was a very good choice by Nintendo to weaken the weapons, because if they didn't, think about how broken things would be. Think about how like much everything, how many stats on weapons other games had, or that Breath of the Wild had. You don't weaken them at all, and then you get able to fuse them. That they would be so broken. So I think that was a very genius move, and it makes sense. It makes sense with the story for it to be. Is this Hawes? I don't believe so. Okay, I believe this is the captain. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Huh? Link? Is that you? You're alive? And all in one piece. It looks like it. Does that mean Princess Zelda is safe too? What a relief. Hang on, you're alone, but you heard the princess calling out to you, and you're here to help with the search? I see. Maybe I don't. I'm a little confused, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda. I'm relieved to see you come here and help us, though. We needed some good news. The sheer amount of gloom has gone overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've been a bit dead in the water. Oh? Captain, it's Princess Zelda. What? So cool. That is so incredibly cool. How they did that. She just floats away. She's just gone. Bye, Princess Zelda. See you later. Wait, what? You saw that too, Link. You saw Princess Zelda turn into light and fly off, right? How strange. This is an emergency situation. Why would she leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Pyrrha know about this as soon as possible. Considering what we just witnessed, I think it makes sense for us to withdraw, but it will take a bit. Spirit Tracks is a very... Yeah. I mean, I've never played it, but from what you're saying, it sounds like a very difficult and frustrating game. So I understand. Please, you must tell Pyrrha about what happened here as soon as possible. No, not the gamepad! Don't break the gamepad! Why do we need to go back? We just got here. And now you're gonna make us... Gamepad? Do you mean... Never mind. Alright, where do we need to go? We will travel using the shrine that we just got. So we can quick travel. I didn't know the Spirit Tracks was on the Wii U. What? I thought Spirit Tracks was only on the DS. I didn't know they ported it. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I understand that now. Let's take this shield. I know. Oh, it's a pot. I know you shouldn't steal, but we need it. We will help this guy out. Actually, no. No, we won't. Never mind. Let's make a... Let's make a little cart, shall we? Just to make let's make traveling a lot quicker. Because Link is not... His running animation is kind of... It can take a while to get places. I say. All right, and then we will take out a quick quick fan as well. Just so that, oh, that might fall over. Never mind. Here we go. Oh no! That is such a shame. Stop, 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 stop. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's not like I wanted to run quicker anyway. Or anything. It's fine. Do I have anything that I could? No? Okay. I was gonna see if I had like a something I could attach to my shield to make me kind of go surfing or something. You know what I could do? Actually, no, we don't have many. I was gonna attach a bomb. Attach a bomb to my shield so then I can just kind of, you know, go flying. But that is not what happened. Alright, Pyrrha, here's what we have for you. Link, well, did you find anything?
Huh?
You're telling me the princess was at the castle? And she transformed into light and flew off? I've got to say, your stories are always wild. Breath of the wild? Comedy. Sorry. But if you're telling me that's what you saw, then we gotta believe it. Sounds like we need to change our approach. Since the princess flew off, maybe we should redirect our effort and dig into the upheaval, for now at least. I've always got a few regions in mind to start exploring. I bet we'll pick up on clues about where she flew off, too, as we look around. Oh yeah, you still got the Pyrrha pad, right? Can I see it for a sec? Yes, you can. It's a little worse for wear, but seems to be functioning fine. Map. Aha! Oh, right. I forgot that before we can look at your overall map of Hyrule, we need to add map data from right around Lookout Landing. And for that, we need our Skyview Tower. Joshua, what's the status of the Sky 2 Tower right now? Let me see. Outwardly, the structure looks to be complete. I would say so. I think it looks fine. But I wonder what is wrong with it. Oh, but the trap point is still undergoing final adjustments. The travel point needs tweaking. Sounds like I better get cracking. Sorry about this, Linky. I'll fix it up quick, so just hang tight. In the meantime, why don't you rest up? You must be pretty tired. The emergency shelter is a spot for you. It has free beds and a kitchen, so we'll be stocked for getting some rest and rejuvenating yourself. If you want more info, talk to the soldier who's watching over there. Everything from the center, right where the emergency shelter is. If you need clothing for travels, you should go to Moob's shop. I'll be right over the Skyview Tower. So when you're ready to head out, just let me know.
Yeah.
Alright, Joshua. Let's work on the final preparations for the tower. I'll handle the travel points. Joshua, you're in charge on the Switch.
Woohoo!
Okay, Doc, you can count on me. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. So I will go talk to Pyrrha. If you put this here, then that goes there. No, that's not quite it. That should do it. Hey, Link, you all set? I just wrapped up here myself. The travel point is working fine now. Or it will be, once you do your part.
Hey!
We're ready, Joshua. Pull that switch.
Hey!
It's cool to see some of the Sheikah technology in Breath of the Wild come back in Tears of the Kingdom. It's cool to see that, because I know that they took away all the Sheikah technology. Probably because all of it got possessed by Calamity Ganon and took over the world. So it would make sense why they would get rid of everything. Perfect. I think that the music is very heroic. I think that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom definitely have similarities when it comes to the tutorials and like shrines and everything. And this is another example, right? For Breath of the Wild, when you get the towers, it's the same thing. Once you activate one, you activate them all. Which I'm not really upset with that, but also, like I was saying, my last stream, I think that in the next game it has to be very different. You can't have towers. You can't have shrines. A glider. It's fine to have a glider. Every single game you really have one. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Examine. All right. Here we go. I don't think Link is prepared for what's about to happen. Oh, Link. But Skyview Tower are about more than just traveling quickly. Their primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. This tower, this is the most crucial tower in the game, because it brings you back to this one location. And this location is so central to its plot. Obviously the developers did this on purpose. There we go. We got the paraglider. We are 1 hour and a half in, and we just got the paraglider. So, good work, everybody. Just step over there to the circle and find me afterward, alright? I'll be observing from the research lab.
Yeah.
When the test stand is over, we'll have a final briefing on the research for Princess Zelda. And I'll also need to update your map with the places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck. Link is not ready. He is not ready. This is going through the tower. I think is one of my favorite parts of the game. I love seeing everything from the sky view. Just because you can see everything. You can see the entire land. You can see every single biome, every sky island. It's just awesome, I think. And I think that it's a really cool way to get, because in Breath of the Wild, the towers were meant to get data about the region and map, right? It's the same concept here, but I think that the way that they did it in a new way was really genius and brilliant. And something that you might notice too is that in Tears of the Kingdom, the way that they split up the regions is different than what they did in Breath of the Wild. That's something that when I was playing this for the very first time, I noticed very quickly. Man, it's beautiful. And I think that it's very cool that you can. There's no cutscene between. There's no cutscene between the sky and the middle ground. In the depths, it's just all one fluid motion, which I think is awesome. I think that they did that very well. Welcome back. That was some good gliding up there, Link. I expected nothing less. So how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan? Good! That map is crucial to our search. There are Skyview towers in every region in the world. You'll want to make a point of visiting them all. Right, let's talk about the upheaval. It's affected more than just the castle. Reports of very strange phenomenon has been coming in from all over Hyrule, let's take a look at your map. The first report comes from Hebra to the northwest. Next, Eldin in the northeast, Gerudo in the southwest, and finally Lanayru in the east. The strange phenomenon are concentrated in those 4 regions. I can't say for certain, but I've got the nagging suspicion that we might find more about Princess Zelda by looking into these phenomenon. Hey Doc, I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It was something about who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Hebra recently. That is pretty weird. Yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock in hearsay. But this does sound like it's worth looking into. Oh, and before I forget, Link. Before we ask the Lucky Clover Gazette to help us in the search for Princess Zelda, there's nobody who knows more about the ongoings in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance to Rito Village. If you do go there, you should speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help you in some way. I'll be here directing a variety of investigations into the upheavals, many chasms, and new ruins. I'll also be looking into different villages. Someone, somewhere, might know what happened to the princess.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you to check out the major phenomenon that are troubling regions around Hyrule, Link. We'll find Princess Zelda one way or another. Alright, that, my friends, this will be it for me today. So today, I'm going to be ending this stream. What we got done was we got done the Great Skyland. We finished the tutorial, and then we went down to the sky. We went down to the Hyrule Castle, figured out that Zelda is kind of being weird for right now. And then now, my next stream, we are be going to the 4 regions, figuring out what phenomenon that is going. And I will see you next time. Thank you all who came to my stream. I appreciate it, and you guys have an amazing day. So, bye.